Hi, welcome back to the Montalban channel and another unboxing video. You've probably seen the title of this video, so you know what it is we're going to be unboxing. But today we are unboxing mine and my son's telescope. We decided we'd like to get into looking at planets and the moon and nebulas and things like that. Get into some astronomy, and after some research we decided that our best option would be to go for a Dobsonian telescope. So tonight we are unboxing our very first, our brand new Dobsonian telescope.
Yeah.
But how big is this telescope? Well, to give you some clue, here are the boxes. This is it. This is going to be quite a big unboxing. This is the whole telescope. This is the base. This is the tube, the light bucket, as they call it. So I think we'll start off. We'll start off with the base. So this is the base. It's up the right way. The telescope is a sky watcher. So that's the make of the telescope. As per normal, I'm not using the correct tools. I'm using a kitchen steak knife, my knife of choice. Let's get through this box. Carving it up like a sirloin. So this is the outer box. Okay. And oh, there's no inner box. That's useful.
There's always inner boxes for everything. Like when we got the PC, wasn't there like 3 inner boxes?
Yeah. There's no inner box with this one. We've got, yeah. So that's probably the base. We've got a user guide.
Those are always helpful.
Which is going to be, yeah, very helpful. We have pieces. We have a bag of things. There's got to be instructions here somewhere. Instruction manual. That's what we want. These are all the pieces that we've got in here.
Hashtag telescope gang.
Yeah.
Hashtag imagine not having a telescope. Hashtag cringe.
First up, step 1, connect board B. B. Okay, so we've got a C section. Don't need that for a sec. And we've got a D section. And it's like plywood. B. So we've got to connect B to A1 and A2. So that's a B. Now we just need an A1 and an A2. Yeah, this is another one of those unboxing and build videos. So, A1, A2. Well, this says Sky Watcher Classic 200P. That's what this is. A 200P. And make sure the logo is on the outside, and the 3 small holes should face the front. So it's like that. It's like that. No, it's like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like.
I'm not sure.
It's like that. This is the front.
100% this time?
I think so. And I assume it's just with these big ass screws that we got.
Dad, don't say naughty words.
Oh, sorry.
This is a family-friendly YouTube channel.
Friendly. Big
Butt bolts.
butt bolts.
No, that doesn't really sound very good. Does it?
No, that's not really any better, is it? I know what I'm doing. You can totally tell.
Yeah. You can totally tell that you've never done anything like this before.
And then there. In an instant, I'll have this done up. Nope, it's an Allen key.
Hashtag cut to the next bit, and then the next bit will be it all done, right?
And there, as if by magic, they're all done up. So this is the main part of the stand, and now that's got to be connected to board C, which is the one with all the little holes in it. So we'll put that to one side.
So is that all there was in it? Those base parts?
Yeah.
The first parts, alright.
So that's the one with all the holes in it.
Yeah.
And this is the one with not many holes in it.
Why do you need two? Why do you need two?
Because that's what makes this a Dobsonian mount. So it acts like a bit like a lazy Susan, if you know what a lazy Susan is.
To all the people that don't know what a lazy Susan is.
Okay, back in the 1970s when people used to have dinner parties, you used to have something called a lazy Susan in the middle of the dining table.
Oh.
And the host would put, like, I don't know, a bowl of pickled onions or something on, and then rotate the lazy Susan around so people could help themselves to a pickled onion. And then you'd have a whole series of things. So if you wanted a pickled onion, you'd rotate the pickled onion, or if you wanted a sausage on a stick, you'd rotate around until you got the sausage on a stick.
Right.
And that is a lazy Susan. And
Okay.
a guy called Mr. Dobson
Yeah.
thought, that's a really good idea. If I mounted a telescope onto that lazy Susan, I could swish my telescope around and see the whole night sky. So that's what he did. He fitted a normal telescope mount, like a, I think they call them like a equatorial mount, onto a lazy Susan, and that became a Dobsonian, known as a Dobsonian mount.
That's very interesting.
So that's why you have two, because they rotate on each other. But first we have to connect this one to that somehow. Screws have to be in this side, so I guess we just turn that one over like that and connect that up like that. So like before, I'll just put a couple of like banker ones in. So we've got all the holes, and we're just filling up the holes with the screws, and then, as if by magic, they'll all be in time. There you go. So that's them all done up. So now we have our first section of our base.
Really?
Ta-da!
That's cool.
It's a hefty piece of kit. So next up, we've got to place the Teflon pad between the assembly from step 2 and the board D. Get this assembly out. We have a tube, a bolt, 2 washers, 1 nut and 1 Teflon pad. So I think you have to take this all apart. So we have the individual pieces. Ta-da! And that is our Teflon pad. Oh, it's very slippery. It feels, it's weird, it feels oily, even though it's not.
It is weird, isn't it? Yeah, it feels like it's got like a weird substance on it.
Yeah. It's very slippery, you know, like Teflon.
Maybe non-stick pan. That's where I've heard it before.
Yeah,
Teflon.
like the stuff you put on non-stick pans, it's non-stick. So, very clever. So, it says we have to put the Teflon, you have to get the other thing out. So, this has Teflon pads on it as well. And we have to put our Teflon pad there. So this goes on there, like that. Right, so we placed the Teflon pad in the middle, and then the tube, we get the tube, and we have to slide the tube all the way through the lot. And I think that might help bind it all together, because then we take the bolt. I think we have to somehow turn this over. Wish me luck with this bit. Turn this over, thusly. Oh, ooh. Look at that. Can I? No, it's still in. We put a washer on there, up through there, and then a washer goes. Ooh, come back. A washer goes on that side with a bolt.
You want to check that your slippery bit's not slipped out.
My slippery bit is not slipped out. Can't get that. Is that supposed to go on that way or that way?
That way.
That way.
Yeah.
Just like that, is it?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. And then I've got a thing. Yeah, that one. Do not over tighten.
How's it, Monty?
It's a piece of cake. Piece of right. So.
Does it turn?
Well. We have turnage.
Woohoo!
So now we've got to fix the bracket. So this is like a shelf for lenses.
Sunglasses.
No, lenses. So this goes on here.
You could totally wear those. Show me wearing them.
But you know what? I see much better. Comes with 3 tiny little screws.
Don't let the dog eat them.
And that goes on there.
I have another around here. Just like that. Oh.
Is this side.
Don't!
Don't!
Chewy! I went the wrong way.
Aha, right. There you go. We have. And now I'm just going to insert the next 2 screws. And it will be done instantaneously through the magic of editing.
Bing!
out there. So we go.
Huzzah!
Where we can store our...
It's a screwdriver holder.
No.
No. Sorry.
And then next up, we do the handle 6, attach handle from package 4 to board B. Here is said handle
Dun, 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 dun.
in package 4. Two adhesive bolts. The handle is important because it allows you to easily carry the Dobsonian mount, because it is a hefty lump of a thing, and now you can carry it like a briefcase.
Easy.
Piece of cake. I've noticed a step that they've not included. These things are the feet. I noticed they're not in the they're not listed in the list of parts because in the diagram you can see the feet are already on the
Hang on there. Pretty sure that
we're screwing the mech assembly to the base.
Oh.
There isn't a part. So
Are you gonna
before we do anything else, I was wondering when we get round to putting the feet on it, if we should have done it already, because it's...
Hopefully they don't need to be attached.
Oh, don't say that. That would be upsetting. So they just require screwing in.
The good thing is you can just rotate it to get to the next one. You weren't going to do that, were you?
No.
You were going to...
Genius idea from Smiling at Rainbow.
Yeah.
It's much better because now we have feet on it.
And a handle to pick it up.
And a handle
When the light.
finding the light.
Yay!
Hooray! Unassemble the cylindrical saddle side bearings. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so we've unassembled our cylindrical saddle side bearings and we now reassemble them onto our Dobsonian mount.
What do you reassemble, Monty?
We reassemble the cylindrical saddle side bearings. Piece of cake.
Try and say that 10 times.
Yeah. And screws from packaging part attached to some other surround inside of board A and A1. So that's one in. And now we will automatically jump to them all being in. And now with the power of editing, our cylindrical saddle side bearings are now attached to the Dobsonian base. And that is it. That is the base done. So we're now going to put all this to one side because we've got to get the actual telescope out. Okay, so here we go. Da-da-da.
A box the size of snakeskin.
It's up the wrong way. So let's put it up the right way.
Do not drop. Ready?
Do not drop.
Do not drop.
That's because this is a Newtonian reflector, so it has two mirrors, a primary mirror and the directional mirror that directs the light out to the eyepiece. So you don't want to be dropping a telescope with mirrors in it. Bad things happen.
14 years, sadly.
Yeah. Of course, the problem with doing an unboxing is you can't be sure when you're opening it whether it's actually going to be in one piece when you get in.
Hey, but there is a benefit. If it's not in one piece, you can get a refund because you've said you've recorded it or opening it straight from the box.
What are you doing? Chewy.
Silly ball.
Right, well, if you want to look in there.
Dude, if you want to bite stuff, bite your toys. Not this string. String is not biting.
Here is our telescope.
Is it a telescope?
Right, let's put these things over here.
Back in the day, you'd just chuck that on the floor.
Yeah, we won't be chucking anything on the floor now. Now we've got a little chew monster. Okay, so this is it. And what you're looking at here is the Skywatcher 200P. It has an aperture of 8 inches or 200 centimeters, which I think is where it gets the 200P from. Which is a pretty hefty Newtonian reflecting telescope.
Oh my gosh.
Right, I don't know if we can move the
I'll move the box.
box.
Is there anything in the box?
No, polystyrene.
Do you fit the box, Alex?
A box of bits. There we
Oh,
go.
you need that.
We need that. Right, how can you take that out of the way?
Yeah, I just need to get my hand under it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Challenge, can you
I
get...
don't know where I'm
Just down.
Just down.
Yeah. So what do we have in this box of joy? There we go. We have whatever that is.
One of them.
One of them. We have a lot of bubble wrap, which contains
One of them.
one of these things and this.
And one of them.
One of them. In here we also have 2 eyepieces. This one and this one. So that's your 2 eyepieces.
Aye, aye.
And in here see, this is my telescope. This one's Alpha's telescope. We said we go like halves each, so we'd have half each. So there you go, Al. This is mine.
What?
This one's yours.
Wait, does that go on it? Or can that, is that like a telescope, little one?
It's a sighting scope.
Wait,
It goes on it, so it allows you to.
But you can have it while, wait, can I try it? What is it?
Eh?
So is it just
Yeah.
a telescope?
Yeah.
Like a mini one? Oh, I'm not really sure what I can see.
So what to do? I suppose take the plastic off.
Look at instructions.
Instructions say optical tube. Place the optical tube between A and A2. So basically stick it in there. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now go look at the size of it. Kind of scared, not going to lie.
I can see through people's windows. You fit.
Woo!
Yeah, that works.
Give it to Daddy.
Wow, you're like a million miles away.
Make sure that the side bearings of the tube are rested on the 4 cylindrical saddle side bearings. Should we just clear the space then?
So sit the cylindrical tube on the saddle side bearings.
That's what it says.
What does it say?
It says that. That's what
Put
it
the
says.
tube on the hull.
So, oh my god.
Oh jeez. Is that the right way? Watch the piano.
I'm terrified right now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
far? Is it back enough?
There we go.
Are we there?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh my god.
That does not.
That looks like it's going to tip
Whoa.
Yeah.
back. It's pretty big.
Install the handles from package 7. This is these. Okay, so we've got to make sure that the tension control one, which is the one with all the washers on it, is installed on the same side as all the control mechanisms on the telescope. Because this is the side you stand on. There you go in there, like that. Locate the finding scope bracket and remove the rubber O-ring from it. And position the O-ring into the groove on the finder scope tube. So, the thing we joked as being Alex's earlier, this is your finder scope. So, I think this goes on here, and there's a little groove, and you can see the groove in the middle of it. I think that goes in that groove there.
Is that where you keep your hairband, so in case your hair gets
Yeah.
dry?
And then slide the finder scope bracket into the mounting slot and tighten the screw. It goes in that way. Open it out first.
Does it matter
Until it
which way up
locks.
it goes?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a notch there. I don't know if you can see that notch. And there's a notch in the base of this bracket.
Yep.
So you just slide that one in so that the notch goes into the notch, and then tighten up its like restraining bolt there. So you just got to loosen the 2 restraining screws on here, and then slide this one into here until they're in, and then you do them back up. Perfect. It's in that groove. You know that groove we saw?
Oh, okay.
And you do that one up.
Cool.
Like that.
And there we have found the finding
There we
scope.
go. Remove the black plastic end cap. There we go. Like undoing the screws. It's your end cap. We're just going to go with the base one, not with the Barlow. So we're going to attach the base adapter to here. I'm going. Loosen these off. Take this cap out. There you go. And then we take our lens, take the cap off, insert our lens into the piece. And there we go. Right, so this is the end product, the Skywatcher Classic 200P Dobsonian Telescope. And as I said, it's called a Dobsonian because this is a Dobsonian mount. You can move it left to right or up and down, and that's how you can view the whole sky. It's non-motorized, so it's not really built for astrophotography, because you really need a tracking equatorial mount for that kind of thing. This is really for watching the skies with your own eyes. This is a good starter kit for serious moon watching or seeing Jupiter and the rings of Saturn and things like that. So that's what we're planning to do with it. When we take it out and get our first shots and the first look through the telescope, we'll bring you another video of how we find it and what we can actually see through it. So yeah, join us for our next telescope video. Anyway, that's been another unboxing video with me, Monteban, and see you next time on the Monteban channel. Cheers!